Hello everyone, and welcome to some more horrific news. Okay, The Exorcist is getting another reboot after Believer flop. Oh my word. I suppose Blumhouse did spend 450 million on this franchise, so they're going to try their best to get something back from it, but I think this is a failure before it even starts. But let's look into the article. The movie will launch a brand new story, okay? Reboot! It's reboot time. We've done the requel, prequel, remake, etc., etc. So we're now back to reboot. Let's see how we go. The Fall of the House of Usher creator Mike Flanagan will write, direct, and produce a radical new take on The Exorcist after Believers' poor reception. Bye bye, David Gordon Green. Piss off, you arsehole. Right. I don't think Mike Flanagan's called us all bigots and this and phobia, so hopefully he's just interested in trying to make a good movie. But let's be honest, I know I'm jumping in here and not even reading the article, but The Exorcist was already a dead franchise, and you know I've covered it on the channel. When you get The Exorcist 4, Dominion, and then you got that weird Dominion prequel to The Exorcist movie where they did the same movie, but it was for TV instead of film, and oh god, like they killed the franchise back then, before Believer was even a thing. Then added the fact that they made Believer, I haven't watched it, no interest. I think I told you all that when I saw it coming out, I had no interest in watching it. But when David Gordon Green started running his mouth and being a complete arsehole, he just put everybody off, and the film absolutely died a death, which it should. You know, on what planet, if you run a shop and you're abusing your customers to walk in the door and then calling them names for walking straight back out again, what the hell do you expect? Hollywood's such a weird place. But now we've got this, they're trying again, and I know they've spent all this money on acquiring the rights to the franchise, so I suppose they're going to try, but anyway, let's read some more of the article, and I'll probably chip in now and again. It's just funny the fact they're trying. The latest installment in the Exorcist franchise received mixed reviews and a low Rotten Tomatoes score, as critics felt the movie didn't live up to the 1973 original. Flanagan will take over from director and co-writer David Gordon Green, who had planned the trilogy for Exorcist movies, but left the franchise after Believer's underwhelming response. As he launches a brand new story in the series, Flanagan shared his excitement for the franchise, claiming, "The Exorcist is one of the reasons I became a filmmaker. It's an honor to have the chance to try something fresh, bold, and terrifying within its universe. Reuniting with my friends at Blumhouse, with whom I've made some of my favourite pieces of work, only makes this more exciting." Meanwhile, Blumhouse founder and CEO Jason Blum was equally pleased to be reunited with Flanagan. Mike's voice and vision are indispensable for horror fans, and we're excited to welcome him back to Blumhouse, he said. "I immediately responded to Mike's new take on the world of The Exorcist and can't wait for audiences to experience it." Morgan Creek chairman and CEO David Robinson said, "It's an honour to be working with Mike. I think his vision for this franchise is going to stun audiences worldwide. I could not be more excited to be working with him, Trevor, Jason, and the entire Blumhouse team." And that is it. Alright then, okay, let's have a wee think about this for a second. I can't remember off the top of my head. I know these are pre-recorded, but I'm not going to pause the video and re-look up a load of stuff. I can't think of a lot of stuff Mike Flanagan top of my head because I'm just having a brain fart. But needless to say, yeah, Blumhouse is going to try and get what they can after spending so much money. Ridiculous amount of money considering the budgets of their movies on this franchise. The Exorcist universe, it's all around, the Exorcist universe revolves around one demon, Pazuzu. Why are they going to do this? It just feels like it's something that's already been milked to death. Exorcist 2, Exorcist 4 were terrible. The only good ones were Exorcist 1 and 3. The Exorcist 1 and 3 should have been 1 and 2. 2 film arc, done, because that told a complete story, and we really didn't need to go any further than that. What I don't understand, Blumhouse doesn't need to buy franchises. Blumhouse is a brand on its own, and it's got a particular reputation, low to mid-budget movies, decent, it's mainstream audiences, bringing them into horror. You're not going to get anything like really out of the bag or groundbreaking, and that's fine. We'll all enjoy those type of movies. That's that's your popcorn flick for horror fans, and also lets a few normies come in, and people that maybe not too sure about horror can come in and get their first taste of the franchise. Just do what you do. You do it well. Just concentrate on, like, you could have had about 4 or 5 movies out by the time you're faffing about with this particular franchise, which was already dead years before Believer was even a concept. I know what they're trying to do. They're trying to recoup money. They're trying to recoup that massive expense they've put out with this. But I really don't see, like, at the most you're going to get a mid-movie. Nobody's going to be excited about it. There's no more with the story you can really tell. And at worst, you're going to have another flop and just lose more money. So we'll see how it works out. Like, I'm just not excited. I'm not hating the idea, but I'm also just not excited. But you can also have exorcism movies. You look up exorcism movies, and I've covered a few on the channel. There's loads of them, and they're very formulaic. Old burnt out priest lost his faith, encounters demon, gets his faith back. That's pretty much the story. Like, if you look at all exorcism type movies, they're very much run of the mill. Yeah, it's the same as a slasher. No, I know there's tropes and it's said you can go, but have one pop up every now and again. Fair enough. Like, they could have done an exorcism movie and done a brand new story. Blumhouse is a strong enough brand that it'll get an audience. But yeah, I know what they're doing. Like I said, they're just trying to recoup that 450 million they spent. Fucking numpties. Absolute numpties. Do you know what? Next time I have an impulse purchase and buy something really expensive to do an unboxing with, I'll not feel too bad because I know at least I didn't do that. But anyway, enough aside, I'll wrap this up. Let me know, are you looking forward to this? Are you done completely? Is trying to milk this franchise just a loss recovering exercise? Let me know your thoughts below. And as always, keep updated with the channel, do the happy clicky things. And until next time, keep it creepy, keep it horrific.